When Tim contacted me about a year or so ago, he described what he was working on. He showed me the system and hooked me up to it. And I felt it, and right away I knew he was onto something here, that this was going to be a game changer in law enforcement training. My name's Guilbault, a retired police officer from the Sacramento Police Department. A good amount of my career was spent in our training division, as well as on our SWAT team. I retired in 2004 and went to work for Axon Enterprise, formerly known as Taser International, and started their training department and handled all the training for Taser for about 11 years.
First, we'll start with the basics. The Taser devices use a replaceable...
Been training law enforcement for well over 30 years now. I've trained in 26 different countries and 6 different continents. Trained literally hundreds of thousands of police officers all over the world. I get consulted frequently to evaluate new products, new weapons, new tools for law enforcement. The vast majority of products are just either not practical or sometimes not even quite legal. So I often have some bad news for these manufacturers. But when Tim showed me his device, and he showed me the system and hooked me up to it, and I felt it, and right away I knew he was onto something here, that this was going to be a game changer in law enforcement training. Right away I started getting ideas of how this could be applied to existing training programs. The actual incapacitating of a limb is not something we've been able to do before effectively. You have the psychological stress of all of a sudden you've lost control of this arm. Not necessarily painful, but you can't do anything with it, so you have to overcome that distraction, focus on the fight you're in the middle of, manipulate your weapons and your tools, communicate, and again, it just takes the training to a whole new level. And already we're seeing how much better prepared officers are coming out of this training session as opposed to the way we've done it in the past. I think this is going to be the new standard in law enforcement training.